Hey YouTube, this is Robert Ness816. Yesterday I showed you a short video, or a 10-minute video, about how I was able to use this broken Genesis as a part system to fix all the bugs and mishaps that were with the other Model 1 Sega Genesis that I had, the more desirable one. So anyways, long story short, basically got all the parts I needed off of this Genesis and put them on my other one. But was I able to fix this one too? Let's find out. This is going to be a little bit of a continuation on a broken Genesis I got. So pretty much this is just a project. I pretty much got everything I wanted off of this board, so now it's just either going to be tossed in the garbage, or I'll take whatever I can off of it and then throw it out, or see if I can get it going. So I have the power wire I have to put back on from the other Genesis and the two voltage regulators. And then I'm going to show you why I have these jumper wires off. So here, as you can see, I have these two jumper wires disconnected. If I can zoom in on that. Basically, these two little posts here, or whatever you want to call it, pads, are completely corroded away and they cannot be saved. So what I have to do is make jumper wires going from these three traces to where they're supposed to go to here on this IC chip. And also, this is one of the wires that I tried to resolder yesterday, and I cut away some of it to try and reveal a good wire, and I thought I did, but apparently not, since it pretty much fell apart after I unsoldered it again, and you can see it's pretty rusty. So these two jumper wires I'm just going to replace just because, and this one's already got some corrosion on it too, but yeah, I mean, that can't be good. Okay, so here's where the two jumper wires go. So this is, oops, hit my camera. So that's one, you can see it's corroded on the other side. And then that's the other jumper wire. So these two both have to come out. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so I've got my two jumper wires here, so I already pre-cut these. So these are going to go right here, and they're already labeled on a board. So this is JP7, it's going to go to JP7, and then JP6 goes to JP6 over here. So they're already labeled, and now I just have to solder these traces back using even thinner wire. So we'll see how that goes. Okay guys, so I got all the wires hooked up and resoldered, new jumper wires, and now I just have to put on the power wire and both of the voltage regulators. What a pain in the ass. Alright, so all the soldering's done. New jumper wires have been installed. Pain in the ass if you ask me. So here's the solder points on the bottom of the board where the jumper wires went. Here's where the other jumper wire went, and then the other one. And then I soldered in the voltage regulators. So I just have to clean the flux off, but that's where the voltage regulators go, and this is where the power goes. So last thing to do now is to power this stupid thing on and see if it works. If not, not a big deal, but whatever. Let's see what happens. Alright guys, so I got the Genesis hooked up here, just the board anyway, so we'll see if it works. I hope it does, because this right here really was a pain in the ass. And yeah, I don't know how people who mod these things do this for a living, because it's such, I mean, it's my first time doing it though, but still, at first I tried soldering those little tiny wires just to the pads, which didn't work, so I had to lift up the little pins on the board here and solder it to those. And then I couldn't even solder the third wire put in the through hole because it was so tiny, so I actually had to use a torch and melt the solder out and then kind of blow it out, but whatever. Pain in the ass. It's over. Let's see if my my labor paid off. Ah! Ha! Ha! Oh, graphics! Oh, it does stuff. Oh my god, let's push the start button. Oh, it does stuff! Yeah. I'm not wearing a shirt, by the way, but whatever. You can see that in the reflection. Don't give a shit. Ooh, it does stuff. Yes. Yes, and I'm sucking at this game, but yeah. Woo! Oh, man. And the picture quality is pretty much the same as my other Genesis systems. Really don't see any improvement at all. But anyway, more importantly, yes, it works. Oh man, I'm so happy. So the fruits of my labor have paid off. The hours that I spent on this thing, well not really hours, maybe an hour, soldering these stupid little wires has definitely paid off. So it's not the cleanest looking repair job, but it definitely works, and that's what's important. Definitely very, very cool. Very cool. Well, that gives a big thumbs up to having a successful repair. Let's see if the reset button works. Yeah, even that works. I don't know why we test that, but yay. Great. I'm happy. So let's put it back in its shell and make it a console again. Alright, so here's a little tour of the system. Cleaned up really nice. It's got little cosmetic blemishes here and there, but you know what? It looks pretty damn good for its age. And of course it works now. The only thing is, you know, it's kind of faded. The red's a little faded. The Genesis logo is like a little bit slightly yellow, not really too big of a deal. Bottom of this one is actually surprisingly clean, so that's good. It's missing the port cover here, not a big deal. But yeah, I mean, this one, if I wanted to sell it, I totally could now because it works. And it went from being a parts console to a working Genesis, so there you go, it worked out in the end. So we'll play something good, Super Smash TV. Put that one in there like so. Turn it on. And we got juice. Play this game for a little bit. This game is a pain in the butt, but it's so much fun. Oh, I died already. So one thing that stinks about this game is the controls are not as fluid as on the Super Nintendo. It really is a shame too, though, because this game's got like it's got all the gore and stuff in it that you would want. It's still playable, though. You just got to get used to it. Ridiculous. So, the Genesis works. That's the main thing. It works, and it works well. Thanks for watching, guys.